Hey everyone! Before we dive in, make sure to subscribe to my channel for more real stories about love, betrayal, and the moments that leave you questioning everything. I'll never forget that Christmas night. I thought it was going to be perfect. The kind of night we remember forever. The tree was lit, the smell of cinnamon and pine filling the living room, and for a brief second, I felt truly at peace. And then my phone buzzed. It was a message from her. Just a simple, chilling line. We need to talk. Not tonight, but soon. I stared at it, thinking maybe I'd read it wrong. My heart started racing. We need to talk never meant anything good in our history. I tried to shrug it off, to tell myself I was imagining problems that didn't exist. But the unease settled in my chest, heavy and insistent, like a storm warning I couldn't ignore. Earlier that day, there had been subtle signs. Her phone had been tucked under her pillow, screen facing down, calls she didn't answer, or worse, quickly silenced. And when she smiled at me, it was just slightly off, like she was holding something back, a secret too heavy to speak. I told myself I was being paranoid, that I was imagining things because I wanted this night to be magical. We sat down for dinner, candlelight flickering across the table. I tried to focus on the roast, the mashed potatoes, even the wine we'd saved for months. But every time she laughed, I noticed the way her eyes darted to her phone, the little hesitation in her voice. My mind started replaying every late night, every work emergency that didn't quite add up. And then it happened. I went to grab the dessert from the counter, and her phone lit up, just a glimpse, just long enough. And there it was, messages that weren't meant for me, names I didn't recognize, words that cut deeper than any knife. Can't wait to see you tonight. I hate lying to him. I froze, my hands shaking, heart pounding so loud, I thought it would give me away. I wanted to believe it was some mistake, some ridiculous misunderstanding. But every message I scrolled through, every photo she had sent in secret, every affectionate word I wasn't supposed to see, it all fit together too perfectly. She wasn't just hiding something. She was living another life behind my back. I sat back, trying to steady my voice when she asked if I wanted some dessert. I think I'm full, I said, my stomach twisting in ways it never had before. She tilted her head, concerned, maybe sensing something, but not knowing the full picture, not knowing the damage, already done. The next few hours were a blur. I kept finding more, little things that suddenly made sense in the worst way. The missing receipts, the unexplained perfume on her scarf, the quiet defensiveness whenever I asked simple questions. I felt like I was unraveling, every memory turning into a lie. The Christmas lights seemed to mock me, their glow too bright, too cheerful for the storm inside. I confronted her quietly, my voice barely above a whisper. Why? I asked, why do this, why us? Her face fell. She looked guilty, but not shocked. Not enough to make me feel the relief of an honest mistake. I didn't mean for it to happen, she said. I don't know. I'm so sorry. And just like that, years of trust, of love, felt like smoke slipping through my fingers. I wanted to scream, to hit, to break something, but I couldn't. I just sat there, numb, listening to her explanation, trying to parse what was real and what had been a lie all along. In that moment, I realized that love doesn't always fix betrayal. And forgiveness isn't always enough. I stayed silent for what felt like hours, letting her words and her presence wash over me, while I quietly began the painful process of detachment, of reclaiming my sense of self. By midnight, the gifts remained unopened. The tree flickered its lights, as if acknowledging the emptiness in the room. She curled up on the couch, still wanting comfort, still expecting me to stay. But I knew I couldn't. Not tonight, not ever the same way again. I packed a small bag, walked out into the cold winter air, and left her behind. It was the hardest goodbye I'd ever said, not because I hated her, but because I had loved her so fiercely. And sometimes, the cruelest part of love is realizing you loved someone who never deserved all of it. I spent that Christmas night alone, the cold wind biting at my face, and for the first time in a long while, I felt clarity. Betrayal had stripped me, But it also reminded me of my worth, of my strength. I would heal slowly. And one day, I would trust again, not her, not anyone, but myself. So, if you've ever felt the sting of betrayal, know this. It doesn't define you. You can rise from it. You can take back your story one painful night at a time.